So we have Giorno and Orihime coming for Jump Force Season 2 DLC for Jump Force Season 2 DLC for 2021. But we also have the confirmation that there's going to be future DLC packs for Jump Force with Jump Force Season 3. So today we're going to discuss a character coming into Jump Force Season 3, and of course it is the legendary Super Saiyan himself, Broly, coming into Jump Force Season 2 DLC. But before we do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I know you're gonna love the content here from the channel as regards Jump Force, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Dragon Ball Fighters, and of course Naruto Shinobi Strikers, here from the #1 name in anime and anime gaming content and entertainment. Of course, is perfection, the natural selection. So of course, Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan in Jump Force Season 2 DLC. Now, a lot of people are going to look at that, and the #1 thing they're going to start saying is that he is a movie character, he is not a manga character, therefore he cannot be in Jump Force Season 2 DLC. Now, Broly is a household name. He's a household name in the West, and of course, he's a household name in Japan. Broly is a highly recognizable character. He's as big as Goku. Hell, Broly is as big as the brand Dragon Ball itself. Broly's power is maximum. That is how much people love the OG Broly. The OG Broly is so popular that almost 30 years later, they're still giving him new forms, God form Broly, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, Super Saiyan 4 Broly, and they just got through giving him a new form, Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Broly. So do not sit there and tell me that Broly cannot come to Jump Force Season 2 DLC. They just haven't thought about it yet until now, with Broly coming into Jump Force Season 2 DLC. He's a highly marketable character, highly recognizable. He would push units. There's no reason he cannot be in Jump Force Season 2. Now, let's discuss his moveset, because with Broly comes some legendary, pun intended, moves into Jump Force. So the first move I feel like would be a physical rush move, because every Dragon Ball character has to have at least one rush down technique, and I feel like they would pull from the Budokai Tenkaichi games. So let's start off with Gigantic Hammer, where he clotheslines them, uppercuts them into the air, grabs their face, and pounds them back down into the pavement. Yes, this is as simple as that, but it's brutal looking, and it encapsulates Broly's assault style combat in Jump Force Season 2 DLC. Next move will of course have to be his Eraser Cannon Volley. This is where Broly just shoots out a volley of eraser cannons. Now you could do you could do two methods of this. You could either have him shoot this out trap shooter style and just shoot out all the eraser cannons at, simultaneously, or you could have him actually do a volley where he controls each blast he throws, and each blast he throws would do like maybe a little perfect barrier explosion, but green colored. That's how I would do it. And I think that would be perfect for Jump Force. It would be a unique variant of Vegeta's energy volley. It would be something that actually had like an area of effect, and maybe you could pick off supports that way. So it would give Broly a niche. Ability 3, I feel like would have to be his legendary shield technique. Now, don't read too much into the name. Yes, it would shield and defend you from all attacks in the game. Now, again, I wanted to give it that niche because Broly's shield, his barrier, his little circular energy, this is what protected him as a child from the destruction of planet Vegeta. So in Jump Force, I feel like having a barrier that can actually check things like Cell's Kamehameha, different ultimate techniques where people are just throwing out ultimates and you pop the legendary shield and it negates them 100%. I feel like this would be a healthy move to have in a game, and it's an appropriate move to have for Broly as well. Again, this would not be the only use for it, it's just the direct use for it. So on a character or on Broly, if you're close up, this would be like a combo reset or just a regular super. So like if you're close to a person, it does some good hefty damage on them and it staggers them for a reset. But if you use it at a distance, it negates absolutely all attacks that would come to you. Yes, even ultimates too. Even support dashes where people think, oh, I'm gonna support dash and do this. No, Legendary Barrier negates your support dash. It negates your ultimate charge where people pop ultimate from a distance because they see you pop a super. No, you pop that super, that Legendary Barrier, it would negate their attack. Yes, I want a meta changing move like this in Jump Force, and it is appropriate, and it would give, and I mean, this would be a move that none of the other Dragon Ball games currently have. I mean, you look at BT3, yes, they have something called Explosive Barrier for Broly just to try to reference or cover his shield, but no, we want the Legendary Shield in Jump Force. Now, moving on to his ultimate. His ultimate would, of course, without a shadow of a doubt, would have to be, must be, his gigantic Omega or his Omega Blaster. It's gone through various different names, but you know it by the look. It's a gigantic green supernova of destruction. Now, it's had various variants in the past, and I feel like I found the one that people would love coming into Jump Force. We have got to get the gigantic meteor version of Gigantic Omega from Budokai 3. Yes, yes, and more yes. Now, I love this move as a kid, as a little tyke. I remember this was the #1 move that I loved, and it was the #1 reason I played with Broly. It's just endless hours of going against the CPU, popping the gigantic meteor technique, and watching the opponent just shriek in horror as he's engulfed in green blast. Yes, I feel like we gotta have that for his ultimate in Jump Force Season 2 DLC. Now, for Broly's Awakening, I feel like we definitely have to give him the effect of his meter constantly rising, and not anything slow and underpowered. I mean, something that is actually game changing, where Broly awakens, his meter constantly goes up. This would be new and unique to Jump Force, and it would make him in a league, in a tier all his own. This is not, you know, a competitive fighter like Tekken or Mortal Kombat or anything like that. This isn't going to be an Evo. So I feel like having Broly actually have his proper effect in the game is paramount above all else. I mean, he doesn't really transform from the Legendary Super Saiyan state. So actually having him have maximum power in Jump Force would be, I mean, it'd be unreal. Now, I'm not saying give him an insane stat boost beyond what would be, you know, already available to an awakened character. I'm just saying giving him the effect of his ki, aka his meter, infinitely rising, at least until he's either defeated or he defeats you. I know you like today's Jump Force Season 2 DLC characters video about Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan. Press that subscribe button with utter perfection, the natural selection, and watch on the videos linked down below in the playlist that pops up on your screen right now. Click that notification bell to get all the top anime, fighting games, and anime games information here on the place where the quality is in the name itself, perfection, the natural selection.